Hello and welcome back. Today we are continuing with our little social experiment with Listia. I am in Illinois and Eric is in Kansas. And what we did was we tackled the problem of buyers who claim that they never got their item. So what we did was we took 100 cards each, basically just a sports card, right? And we put it in a penny sleeve behind another card like so, and put this into an envelope. Now, I mailed 50 of these to Eric, and then he mailed 50 to me, exactly like this. I got all 50 of his, and he got all 50 of mine. That's 100% success rate. Then, over the course of a 5-month period, I listed 100 cards individually. Now let me point out, if you got cards for me, because I do this sometimes, if you got cards for me and they have more than two, the card that was ordered plus a top card, a bonus, that did not count in this. I only counted the ones where someone only got one card plus the top card. So 2 cards in the sleeve only. Those are the ones I counted, not the other ones if you got something like that from me. I listed 100 and Eric listed 100 also. And we mailed them off like this. For my part, the 100 that I mailed out, I had 21 people claim they never got it. Eric, who took it a step further and put 2 stamps on each envelope instead of 1, 2 stamps, had 23 claims. So that averages out, if you combine the demographic, that means that 22 or 22% of the people that we did this with claimed they never received it, basically because there was no tracking number on it. They saw an opportunity and they screwed us for these cards. It's because you know that if there's no tracking number, Listia will refund your points. And that basically tells us that roughly 22% of the clientele on Listia will stick it to you if they get the opportunity. Now I know the Listia argument is that you should always use a tracking number. Well, here's the problem. If you sold a card on Listia or traded a card on Listia and you got 5,000 credits for it, at the current rate of exchange, 5,000 credits is about 68 cents. For a 68-cent transaction, I am not going to spend around $3 sending that card first class so that it'll have a tracking number. Nobody's going to do that. It's not economically viable to do that. So you do it like this. You stick it in an envelope and trust and hope that the person on the other end is going to be square with you about it. Unfortunately, apparently, 22% of them are not. And for the record, the post office does not lose 22% of its mail. The post office loses around 250,000 letters a day. I'm sorry, a week. We looked this up. They lose around 250,000 letters a week. More on a busy holiday, or at certain times of the year, it could be as much as 500,000, which is less than 0.001% of the mail that they process. Nowhere near 22. So yeah, that is a pretty serious problem. I think that if you do not have the opportunity or the capacity, like I said, you sell something for 5,000 points, you don't want to send it first class, it's not worth the trouble. That if that many people are going to stick it to you, then that really kind of sucks. I almost wish we hadn't done this one. But that's the reality of it. There's a lot of people out there that will be like, ah, Listy will give me the points back anyway, so yeah, let me just get this guy. Next, we are continuing with our discussions, and we will be talking about Listia brown nosers. which should be interesting. You know what I'm talking about when you hear it. So stay tuned. There's plenty more to come.